Single mother of three, late night rant on TikTok. Let's get into the clips.
I'm really just up because I need somebody to talk to. Like, this single mom shit is starting to get to me. Okay? It's starting to get to me. So I had to compose myself because I'm literally keep crying. Like, y'all, this shit is so fucking hard. Every time I feel like I'm doing good, I go back. Okay. So boom. Okay. My kids daycare, I just got school readiness like assistance to help, right? So they helping me and then turn around like, okay, before that, fuck all that. Before that, I ain't paid my rent. Like my rent ain't even paid. It still ain't paid. And I was like asking my daycare, like, oh, basically like, oh, can y'all work with me so I can pay my rent and I can pay y'all like next week? No, if y'all don't pay, they can't come on some shit. I'm like,
I mean, that's how it should be. They're running a business here, not a charity. I never understand these situations where, okay, maybe you made a mistake. You had one child, and you learned your lesson, and you didn't have any more. But you not only did you have one, you had two and three. So if you couldn't afford the first one, why on earth would you have two more children after that? I just don't understand it.
like, damn, that's crazy. So I
And then want to come online and want people to feel sympathetic for you.
I had no choice but to pay the fucking daycare, or they couldn't go to school because guess why? Guess what? I have to fucking work. Okay, I make $20 fucking, and I'm raising three kids. So $20 for four people, $20 an hour for four people. That's not enough. Okay, it's not fucking enough. So
Again, why not do this mathematical breakdown after you had the first kid, not when you had three? Again, I don't know if these are all by the same father or different, different baby fathers, but these are things we got to think about beforehand, not after the fact, so you can avoid situations like this.
the school's like, oh, you can either pay the 156 or they can't go. So I paid the 156, and now my rent late. So now I gotta pay like 19 fucking $100 for my fucking rent, right? Okay, so now I'm paying the rent late. I'm gonna pay it Friday, and here they go with this New Year's registration fee or some bullshit like that. And keep in mind, I just paid the 156, so that's the weekly school registration that I pay with like the fucking with the school readiness assistance. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so
Yeah, I was about to say 156 sounds really cheap for daycare for three children, but she's getting some type of assistance.
I get to their daycare this morning, and they're like, "Oh, did you know like you didn't pay the New Year renewal fee or some shit like that?" And I'm like, "Okay, well, how much is that, y'all? $200 something for Rylan, and then like 100 something. They're asking me next week to pay almost 400. No, 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 no. It is $400 because 156 weekly. That's what I pay, and then they're asking me to pay over that. So two plus. That's almost that's $400 and something that they asking me to pay next week. It's like $478, and I was asking them like, is there any way that I can make a payment plan? Because babes, I can't afford that. If I'm on school readiness, why the fuck you think I can afford that, right? Okay, so boom, I'm asking like my two older kids. They have their own. They have a dad, and then Rylan, my little one, has a dad. Their dad paid child support, so I don't have to worry about it. Like I use his money strictly for the kids. Like I put it straight towards her.
Multiple children, multiple different men.
Her tuition is like that. It ain't no money. Like it ain't no more. Like it was only enough to pay for her shit. If I would have been, some shit, and I would have paid Rylan's on with their dad money, and I wouldn't have cared. But I can't, cause there's nothing. So I asked her dad, like, "Oh, can you help me? Like, can you help me? Y'all keep in mind this nigga wanted the baby. Like, keep in mind this nigga had my ovulation tracking his phone. Keep in mind this nigga planned to get me pregnant. Like, he planned to get me pregnant, knowing I didn't want a third child because I was already like, it was not hard, but it was going to be hard if I had another kid. Like, I knew I wouldn't be able to afford having three kids. And guess what?
So if you knew all this, what steps did you take to prevent this? You weren't married to this man. You didn't have any type of fail safe measures put into place to prevent this from happening. And then you want to come online and act like you're a victim. Maybe it's me. Let me know in the comments below. I mean, I can understand you had one child and you see how tough it is being a single mother and you learn. Okay, cool. But you had two more children after that by multiple different men. None of these men are making a permanent commitment to you. And you wonder why your life is nothing but struggle.
I had a third kid. Okay, y'all gonna be like, oh, you should use protection, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all opinions. Y'all not me. Y'all don't know the fucking life I live. I don't give a fuck.
That response right there tells you everything you need to know about her mindset and why she's in the situation she's in now.
So I don't care. I don't care. So I asked
Clearly, you do care. That's why you're on TikTok in the middle of the night, ranting, looking for sympathy.
him for helping. He's asked every fucking excuse. Y'all keep in mind, I was struggling last year. Like, it was like one point of last year I was struggling. I didn't get none of my taxes. The girl ran off. Like, the girl who's supposed to be my best friend, she took the money. I don't know if she took it or somebody took it, but I don't have it. And so I told him to file our daughter, you know, because me and him was on good terms. Like, I thought we was. So I asked him, like, oh, to file her. He like, okay, cool, this, that, and third. He files our daughter, y'all. Tell me why he files her. Months go by, and I'm not hearing nothing. Nothing. Like, no money. Like, he's knowing I need it because I can't afford this apartment. Because this apartment is like $1,700. And he like, oh, when I get it, I'm gonna give it to you. It was like, he got back like almost $4,000 for her, y'all. He don't work. He don't work. So when the money came, he threw it up in my face and laughed and told me that he wasn't giving it to me and he used it for drugs. Like, he used it for money for himself and shit like that.
He used it for drugs. This is another thing I don't understand about a situation like this. If you are going to get pregnant by me, why is it never an individual who's like doing well in life, successful, got a career, got a prospering business? It's always some broke, drugs, barely want to work. It's never by anyone that's trying to do well, good character. It's always these questionable individuals, and then you wonder why you get this type of shady, questionable type results. So your best friend did your taxes and she ran off on the money. So now you had to try to put one of your kids' names, get your baby father to claim it, and then he ran off with the money on you and used it for drugs.
Y'all, not one time last year, maybe one time, but he never fucking helped for her daycare. He never fucking, he is a diaper and wipe dad. That's what type of nigga he is. He's a diaper and wipe dad. And y'all, I swear to God,
I never heard that before. He said that man is a diaper and white man. He good for some diapers and wipes, huh? That's about it.
when me and him was together, when I just had my two kids, before his daughter came, the nigga did everything. I'm talking about, he helped me with everything. Like, he helped pay for everything. Like, he told me, if they ain't got it, don't worry about it for them. Like, he used to literally pick my kids up when I used to be stressed out and take them places. Like, he literally used to do so much for my kids. He used to buy them everything and do everything. He even
That's another thing that I don't like about these situations. These women already have kids, get with a new man, and I mean, because they're in a desperate and struggling type position, they'll have this new dude picking up the kids, doing all this you don't know this guy like this guy can be some type of predator, and that's why you have all types of strange things that goes on in these communities with these kids getting touched and molested. We gotta do better. Like, you gotta really think about these things before you do them. But as you can see, her mindset is one that she don't give a F. She gonna do what she wanna do whenever she wanna do it. And she's one of these individuals that you can't tell anything. Or if you try to give her good advice, she'll try to say that you're talking down on her or you're trying to belittle her. And that's why, sadly, people like this end up in these situations. And personally, I don't feel bad for them.
helped me with their fucking birthday. So now all of a sudden, our daughter come, you don't got the same energy. You just wanted the baby so he could keep knowing me. And it's so crazy because if I get a boyfriend, a nigga go crazy. Like, he'll go crazy. Like, he'll crash out, lose his fucking mind. Like, he'll lose his fucking mind. Like, how the fuck? Like, I don't be liking that shit. He's a fucking narcissist. He's like a big ass narcissist, bro. Like,
That's one word we need to ban in 2025 is women and the word narcissist. Can we please find something a new word to use? That word has been so overused. Half the time is used in out of context. Can we please leave the word narcissist in 2024?
he'll crash out if he can't follow me on Instagram. Like, he be crashing out about stupid shit. Like, I don't be fucking with that. Like, he literally only wanted the baby so he can know me for the rest of my life. But bitch, I'm over here fucking struggling. So now the daycare is sitting right here telling
So now he's trying to claim that this gentleman trapped her.
me basically, if I don't got that $400 by Monday, my daughter can't go to school. And I told him that, and he's basically like, oh well, find another job. Like, you could do it. The mamas always provide. You're a provider. It's gonna work out. You're gonna make a way through. Like, he be saying
He essentially told her God will provide a way.
shit like that. Like, oh, you're the mom. Like, you're gonna figure it out. You gotta figure it out. Like, that's how he's talked to me. You have to figure it out. Like, what the fuck? Like, bitch, is this not our child? Is this not ours? Is this not the daughter that you wanted? Like, I'm sorry. Like, what the fuck? So I'm really like, I'm up. It's 12 o'clock. Like, at night. I can't sleep because I'm already fucking stressed about the rent that I gotta pay Friday on top of $500 that I don't have. Y'all already pawned. I have 4 necklaces. I already pawned 2 chains. I already pawned 2 chains and a fucking pendant. I don't have it. Like, I don't want to keep pawning my jewelry, bro. Like, I just really want to be in
Well, it looks like you're going to be pawning those other 2 chains and pendants very shortly.
a place where I can move. Like, I'm trying to move to somewhere cheaper, and I just don't have enough like that lump to move. Like, how the fuck I'm gonna save if I'm behind in debt every single fucking month? How the fuck am I gonna save if I have to pay for daycare and pay for rent, pay for lights, and pay for everything by my fucking self? I can't fucking say I can't even save $5, y'all. I'm literally in the negative.
These are all questions you should have asked before having multiple children by multiple men.
Every single month. And people think, oh, like, Lex living so nice, Lex living so lavish. No, bitch, Lex is struggling. Lex is fucking struggling. Like, real deal struggling, bitch. Like, this shit's no joke. Like, I'm not, no, like, this shit's not a game. People be seeing me, oh, pretty face, pretty. Bitch, that don't mean nothing. Pretty people struggle. What the fuck? I'm struggling. Bitch, I make $20 an hour, and I'm 4 people. I'm $20 an hour, 4 people. You do the math. You tell me. Impossible. Like, and he just don't give a fuck. Like, just don't give a fuck if I lose my job. I work for the hospital, bro. Like, every point that I've got, it's literally been because of him. Like, it's been because of him. Like, he'll literally be like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna come get her. Don't get her. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna come do this. Don't do this.
No type of accountability.
Oh, she's sick at school. Can you pick her up, please? Like, if I have to clock out, I'm gonna get a point. He be like, yeah, I'm on the way. 2 hours later, they call me. Dad never came and got her. So guess what? I have to come and get her. Point. Like, I literally have 1 more point until I'm fucking fired. 1 more point. That's it. I don't got nothing else to say. I just wanted to vent because I'm fucking stressed. And, like, I don't know. I'm just fucking stressed. I'm just over it. Like, I'm just so fucking overwhelmed. Like, just so overwhelmed.
All this simply could have been avoided if she would have learned her lesson when she had the first child. Because I'm sure when she had the first child, she was probably struggling. But she went on to have 2, then 3 children by the same type of individuals, the same type of men who don't care about, producing a child and just leaving. They're not concerned about being active fathers. And she thought that this was a good idea. Again, it's hard for me to feel bad for women like this when you made the conscious choice to continue to have multiple children and you knew you did not have the proper financial resources or family support system to help you. Only people I really feel bad for is these children because their life is going to be pretty much absolutely screwed over. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Am I off base? Am I being too harsh? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.